Elsa from the grades 7 and 8? Right. How about are you in the grades level 9, 10? Can I have a heart emoticon or heart emoji from those? All right. So thank you very much for making time. I hope that we have many participants. All right. So I'm seeing many hearts, many hearts. Thank you very much, grade students from grades level 9 to 10. Okay, so can I get a hooray or a confetti emoticon from our senior high students? Grade 10 Saint Lorenzo Ruiz. Wow, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Um, okay, so I'm seeing you're very energetic in the chat box. I hope that you will also be energetic during the Q&A portion and of course during the session proper of our speaker this morning. Yan, maraming salamat po sa ating mga senior high students. For the senior high, you're very lucky because we have two session topics for today. We have our AM session and we also have our PM session. Feel free to join the afternoon session also later. Okay, so after our lunch break, we will continue our webinar later. Right? It's a happy day. It's a happy day. It's a good Friday for all of us. I've seen that the sky is clear, although we experienced a very minimal rainfall a while ago. But I'm hoping that the weather will be in good condition or will pass on from the negative bad weather that we had previously. Right? Right. Okay. So in less than 1 minute, I will be introducing to you our session speaker, and of course, I will also share to you our next in line calendar of activities. Shout out grade 8 St. Teresa of Avila. Hi, hi, hi. Hello, students. We're from grade 8, grade 9, grade 7, grade 10, and of course, our junior high and senior high students. Right. Are you excited to learn from our session speaker today? Can I get a heart emoji? Please share your heart emojis to our speaker also so that he will be get very excited to share with you his topic. Okay, so my timer has reached already 0. Please take time and please be patient in refraining from using the chat box other than the Q&A portion that we will have later on. Okay? Good morning, everyone. Good morning, young learners. A pleasant sales greetings to all of you. Thank you for joining in our today's session, The Right Solutions to Learning Success, Equipping Today's Learners for the Future. My name is May Julian Tiamzon of C&E Adaptive Learning Solutions. You may call me Ate May throughout the session, and I hope that you will be very participative in our event. I'm sharing on the screen here our calendar of activities. A while ago, we already had our session 1 for our Bunso um, session 1 for the grades 4 to 6. Then today we are having the session 2 for grades level 7 to senior high. And of course, the PM session for our older ates and kuyas, the students from senior high to college. Okay, so I'm very excited to share with you our session speaker. Okay, so let's meet him, Mr. Melvin Magsayo. It is with great pleasure to introduce to you our speaker for the topic, Tech Tools for Everyday Life, Enhancing Learning Productivity and Well-Being. Mr. Melvin Magsayo holds a master's degree in general science education and currently pursuing his PhD in biology education at the University of the Philippines, Diliman. Mr. Magsayo has actively contributed to the field of education by conducting a series of seminars and training workshops focused on STEM. Does anyone know the meaning of STEM? Okay, so can you type in the chat box who knows the meaning of STEM? STEM. Okay, so presently, Mr. Magsayo serves as the Executive Director of the Center of Integrated STEM Education Incorporated. It is a nonprofit organization dedicated to promoting science, technology, engineering, and mathematics through teacher training, curricular innovations, learning resource development, and research on sustainable STEM competencies. Let's give Mr. Melvin a warm round of virtual applause. Please give hearts to Sir Melvin. Sir Melvin, the virtual floor is now yours.
Thank you so much, Miss Julianne. I hope you can hear me.
Yes, sir. Yes, it's
Yes.
very.
All right. So, hello, Gen Zs, and good day, everyone. Good morning, magandang umaga, maayong buntag. I was looking at some of the comments at the chat box. I can see that there are some students who are speaking Cebuano. So, maayong buntag sa mga participants from the Visayas and Mindanao. So, as mentioned earlier by Miss Julian, I am Melvin Magsayo, currently the executive director of the Center for Integrated STEM Education. And as also mentioned, I also serve as the advisory committee member of the Smithsonian Science Education Center in Washington, D.C., if you're familiar with Smithsonian. And of course, before you start thinking that I'm all business and no fun, let me share a little secret. I think it was mentioned earlier actually by your Ate Julian. I'm also a student, just like many of you here. I'm in the final stretch of my PhD in biology education at the University of the Philippines, Diliman. So today we're diving into a session that's I consider close to my heart. Tech tools for everyday life. But before I share my presentation, can I ask an A from our participants this morning? Can I get an A if you are ready to learn this morning? Ayan. So please give your energy and so we will have a productive session this morning. And keep your responses coming. So let me just pull up my slides and I hope you can see it right now.
Yes, sir.
Perfect. So again, today we're diving into a session that's I think a lot of our students joining this meeting room are familiar with. These are some of the tech tools for everyday life. So we're going to explore how the technology at our fingertips can supercharge our productivity, enhance our learning experiences, and support our mental well-being. No, and keep us organized in this fast-paced, tech-driven world we live in. So I officially welcome everyone to today's session on tech tools for everyday life, enhancing learning, productivity, and well-being. So before we dive into the awesome stuff I'm going to share with you this morning, let's do a quick check-in. So here's how we'll kick things off. I'd love for you to participate in a quick getting to know you activity. So head over to the Zoom chat and answer the following questions. All right. So first question, very simple. How are you feeling at the moment? So I just learned from Ate Julian, your Ate Julian. It's quite a rainfall in Metro Manila this morning, and I hope it's good and sunny in Visayas and Mindanao. So please feel free to choose, drop a word in the chat that best describes your mood this morning. Alin dito yung mood mo ngayon? Are you feeling the vibes? Are you living your best life this morning, or are you feeling extra today? So please feel free to choose any of these emotions that best describes your mood this morning. I'm feeling blessed. And maraming salamat, Zyreel, for saying that. I think a lot of people now, with all of the things happening around us, are feeling blessed and grateful and thankful. And thank you, Lucky. Sorry, I think someone just wrote that he is living his best life this morning. And sorry to hear that, Jill, that you're feeling a bit low key stressed this morning, but I hope that this session will help you, especially later that I'll be sharing some tech tools that will help us in terms of having a healthy mental well-being. So I hope that can also help you and somehow help you in terms of, uh, mawala, yung a bit stress and anxiety natin ngayong umaga. Ayan, so sabi naman ni Leonard, I'm chilling. Ayan, so let's chill and enjoy and of course learn from this session this morning. So para sa mga medyo stressed and tired dyan, kape-kape, ayan. So I'm actually having my coffee because I'm actually not in the Philippines at the moment. I'm in Europe, and I'm 6 hours behind your time, so it's still 5 a.m. at my time zone at the moment. So I'm having this really good cup of coffee para we have all the energy for this morning. Ayan. So next question. Ayan, let's proceed to our second getting to know you question. What school are you from? Ayan. So please, I'd love to know which part of the country you are now, or world probably you're repping today. I think I just saw one student earlier. Sabi niya, I'm in Ohio. So I'm not sure if that's true, but please key in the school you are representing and probably the region or the island you are repping today. Ayan, so we have most of the students are from Holy Cross of Matanao in Davao del Sur. So maayong buntag sa atong mga estudyante gikan diha sa Davao del Sur. And so keep your responses coming and let everyone know what school you're from. And of course, we're very excited to meet new friends from other schools. So please feel free to share your school name that you are representing this morning. Okay. And for our next question, what do you hope to gain from this session? So whether it's mastering new tools or just picking up a few tips, share your thoughts in our chat box. So please key in your thoughts. Ayan, sabi ni Feby, knowledge. Same answer from Alzia Munet, mahinay. Ayan. So what else? What else? What do you hope to gain from this session? No? So I believe you're here because you want to learn new things. You want to upgrade your skills. You want to learn more about some tech tools that you can use. And from Kin Louis, he wanted to, I'm not sure if it's a girl or a male, but some tips. And later I will also be sharing with you some tips on how to better how to become more productive in terms of your daily routines and even enhancing your learning experiences. Ayan, so sabi ni Andrea, enhance my academic knowledge. And of course, again, to learn more and more. I love that growth mindset, no? It's very important that even if we are already in high school, we keep on learning new things. And even if at my age at the moment, no, medyo magkalayo na yung gap natin, age gap natin, but I don't stop learning, no? Very important that we have that kind of growth mindset. So there, thank you so much, students, Gen Z students, for sharing your answers and for sharing your insights on some of the questions I raised earlier. Now let's take this a step further. I'm going to ask a couple of questions through Mentimeter. Okay, so I'm sure that some of you, or most probably most of you here, are familiar with Mentimeter. So I'd love to hear from you on Mentimeter. So please take a moment to scan the QR code that will be shown, that will appear on the screen shortly, or join us at menti.com using the code shown on your screen. Ayan. So please, if you have an extra device, you can join our Mentimeter. So by scanning the code shown on your screen right now. Or of course, just simply scan the QR code found on your screen, so you will be able to join our Mentimeter. Now, sir, what if wala po akong extra device? No, you can just key in your answer on the chat box. So please feel free to still join the check-in activity by writing your answer in the chat box. Para hindi tayo maiiwan this morning. So again, this game, if you have an extra device or an extra cell phone, if you're joining the laptop, you can still join our Mentimeter this morning by scanning the QR code found on your screen or by keying in the code 74282287. So let me just quickly stop share so I can go to the Mentimeter for a moment. So while I'm prepping, kindly proceed to the Mentimeter now, so you can join our check-in activity. All right. So let me just pull up the Mentimeter so we can see if there are already students joining our. Okay. Perfect. So we have now 19 students in the Mentimeter. So we have 20 responses. So please keep your responses coming, through our Mentimeter this morning. Perfect. Okay, so we have here some 23, 24 responses, 27 responses. There are almost 150 students joining our Zoom. So again, if you are not able to attend or to join, rather, the Mentimeter, you can just simply share your responses by writing it in the Zoom chat box. Okay po? So again, para sa mga hindi makapag-join sa Mentimeter, you can share still your responses and some of the questions that I'm going to raise earlier through the Zoom chat box. Ayan. Okay, so let's proceed to the next one. What grade are you currently in? So I'd love to know your grade level at the moment. So yeah, so we are getting responses. Most of you now are from grade 12, so senior high school. Ayan. So keep your responses coming. Ayan. Where the graphs now are moving. Let me know more, no? Anong grade level kayo? Okay. So ayan, mukhang nauunahan na ang grade 12, mas marami ang grade 8. So again, if you are not able to join the Mentimeter, please key in your answer or responses in the Zoom chat box. Okay, so I'll give one more minute for you to key in your responses. Okay, all right. Last 30 seconds to key in your responses. Again, please feel free to share your answers in the Zoom chat box if you are not able to join our Mentimeter this morning. I still want to hear those who are not able to join the Mentimeter by keying in your answers and responses in the Zoom chat box. Okay, so from the graph that I can see at the moment in Mentimeter, 15 of you are excluding, of course, those who are not able to join the Mentimeter, but those who have joined already, 16 of them are from grade 12. Ayan, so marami pala tayong ate and kuya here in the Zoom at the moment. Okay, so let's proceed to the next question in our Menti. So this one is quite already a bit diving into our topic this morning. So what's one tech tool you can't live without? Okay, so by definition, technological tools refer to any devices or any software or any applications that are designed to assist a specific task or activity. Ayan. So again po, no, what's one tech tool that theoretically you can't live without? And so that probably you can't start a day without looking at that tool or looking at that software or mobile application. Ayan. So again, by definition, when we talk about tech tools or technological tools, it refers to devices, software, or applications that are designed to assist a specific task or activity. So again, for those who have not were not able to join our Mentimeter, there are only 34, 35, or roughly 50 students were able to join. Please key in your response in the chat box. Oh, so this is a word cloud. Yung may pinakamalaking word na nakikita niyo dyan, ito yung common answer, no? Ng ating mga participants. So most of you answered cell phone, so which is a device, no, that lets you connect to people, that lets you send messages or having calls or browse the internet. Ayan. So again, please key in your responses. What tech tool you can't live without. Ayan, no? So feel mo your day won't start without accessing that tech tool, whether it's a device or a software. Again, by definition, technological tools refer to devices or software that are designed to assist a specific task or activity. Ayan. So I'm looking at some of the responses now. It's still very common. Computers, cell phones, laptops, but I can also see some softwares and some applications that you wrote here. I saw Chat GPT, TikTok, Minecraft. What else? Um, Facebook Messenger, I think it's also common. And okay, Roblox, of course. Okay. TikTok is also a common software that you're able to access. Gmail, Zoom. Ayan. So we'll proceed now to the next question. Okay, as we dive into our discussion this morning. Here. Now, the next question is, how do you use these technological tools in your daily life? No? Paano natin ginagamit yung mga tech tools that you mentioned earlier? So please key in your responses now, no, through the Mentimeter or through the Zoom chat box. Okay, so we are looking at one response at the moment, messaging to call relatives, media consumption, searching important information, music, communicate to my relatives, chat niya, ayan. So may naghihintay ng chat, no? Nung kaklase or baka special someone or baka yung teacher, pwede din. For my learning, Netflix and chill, of course. No, especially that it's raining in Metro Manila at the moment, and some, no, medyo may suspension of classes the past few days. So Netflix can be a good way to de-stress from the effect of the rainfall. And in the chat box, of course, in the Zoom chat box, I use Chat GPT to answer my questions. Ayan. Watching horror movies to have resources. I use tech tools in my daily life to help me with things I find difficult, by playing and chatting with friends, of course, to text, to surf, playing Valorant, watching documentaries, chat, playing ML, Mobile Legends, to learn what's new. I use them for online classes, entertainment, information, pay bills, to research. Okay, so keep your responses coming. And we're receiving 52 responses at the moment here in Menti, and some few responses through the Zoom chat box. Okay? So, to communicate with my special someone. Ayan, sana all my special someone, no? Sana hindi grade 7 pa to, no? Baka masyadong maaga pa para magkaroon ng special someone. Okay, well, it can be family or relative though, or friends. Okay, so keep your answers coming, no, through the Menti. We have received so far 57 responses and a few responses in the chat box. Okay. Now, so I see we've got a variety of tools earlier, from social media apps to learning platforms. You're using these tech tools for several purposes, for schoolwork, for hobbies, and even keeping in touch with your friends, with your family, and with your relatives. So my next question is, when using these tech tools, which do you primarily use them? Is it for entertainment and creativity? Is it for communication and social interaction? Or is it for learning? So I wanted to ask you that this time. And please key in your vote. No? Through this question. So, how do you use tech tools in your daily life? Is it for entertainment and creativity? Is it for communication and social interaction? Or is it for learning and education? Right? So, again, for those who are not able to join the Mentimeter, please key in your responses in the chat box. Okay, so most of you here answered learning and education. That's followed by medyo tayo, no? Ang communication and social interaction and entertainment and creativity. Okay, so learning and education followed by communication and social interaction and then entertainment and creativity. Ayan, sabi ni John Paul, learning and education especially for teachers. All right. So I'll give you 30 more seconds to respond, no? And share your insights on this question before I end the Mentimeter. Okay, last 20 seconds to key in your responses. All right. So based on this survey, 30 of you here in the Mentimeter room said that it is for learning and education. 21 said it's for communication and social interaction. And 20 of you here in the Menti said, out of the 71 students, said it's for entertainment and creativity. Okay, that's a very interesting data because I actually asked the same question. So I recently surveyed 30 grade 10 students. Let me just end that Mentimeter and go back to my presentation slide. Moment. Okay. Let me just go back to my presentation slide. Okay, so it's actually interesting that most of you in the Mentimeter in Menti answered that it's for learning and education, because I actually recently surveyed 30 grade 10 students and asked them the same question, how they incorporate technology or technological tools into their daily lives. And from that survey, 8 out of the 30 students said that they use it for entertainment and creativity. Kanina sa Menti, ito din yung third, based on ranking. So these students share that they use tech tools primarily for entertainment and self-expression. You also have we have popular platforms like Netflix and YouTube are used for watching videos, while apps like TikTok are used for creating and sharing content. So I'm sure most of our students here, or probably all of you here, have TikTok accounts that you use to create and share content. And they also mentioned about using creative tools like Canva or video editing apps to design and edit produce their own projects or for their special projects or reports in school. And even technology means they use technology as a means to have fun and unleash their creative potential. So which of these tech tools used for entertainment and creativity are familiar to you? So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So out of 10 tech tools used for entertainment and creativity, how many of these tools are familiar? No? Alin dito yung familiar kayo? So you can just say 10, give me a number, no? Give me a number out of 10. Ilan dito yung familiar kayo? You can also 5, okay? Sabi ni Ralph. Sabi ni Mary Luz, it's 8. And some said 8, 6, 7 different responses. And probably some of these tech tools used for creativity and entertainment you're not familiar yet. And so keep your responses coming in the chat box as I move on to the next slide. Now, among the 30 students surveyed, 10 of them mentioned that it's for communication. They use tech tools for communication and social interaction. So many students, said that they use technology mainly to stay connected with others, to rely on messaging apps like Facebook Messenger, Instagram, WhatsApp, and Snapchat to communicate with friends, family, and even, make new connections. So these platforms help them stay updated with social events and trends, and some also participate in online gaming or join virtual communities where they can socialize with people who share similar interests and hobbies. So, which of these tech tools? So, I'm interested to know now which of these tech tools used for communication and social interaction are familiar to you. Yan. Alin dito po yung familiar po tayo at ginagamit na po natin for communication and social interaction. And so Ralph said 7 of these. He's familiar. From Addison, it's Messenger. From Mark, it's Instagram and Messenger. So sabi ni Ethan, just one is familiar with just one of these tech tools used for communication and social interaction. And moving to the last one, I think may pinakamarami. The same with Menti earlier. 12 out of 30 mentioned that they use tech tools for learning and education. The same kanina sa Menti. It's really interesting that you have the same outcome. So pinakamarami pa din of those who were surveyed said that it's really for learning and education. So the largest group of students, same with Mentimeter earlier, the uses technology for learning. So whether it's accessing study materials on platforms like Google Classroom, we also have watching educational videos on TED and even other applications. They also use apps like Khan Academy for additional learning. So which of these tech tools used for learning and education are familiar po sa inyo? Ayan. Ilan po dito yung mga familiar na tayo at ginagamit na ng school natin? So you may, yan, sabi ni Ralph, Minecraft education, Zoom, no? From Ayesa, 4. Of course, we're using Zoom at the moment. Okay, so just keep your responses coming as we go on with our discussion this morning. So I mentioned several tech tools used for several aspects: entertainment, creativity, social interaction, communication, and even for learning. So technology, as we all know, has become an indispensable part of modern education. And here's how it can elevate your learning experience. So when we talk about tech tools, it can enhance your learning because it can actually provide you with 24/7 access to learning. So first, technology tools give you the ability to access learning materials anytime and anywhere. Imagine you're able to review a lesson or check out extra resources whenever you need to, or even outside your school hours. So whether it's rewatching a lecture from your teacher, doing extra practice, or finding information for a project, these tech tools can make sure that learning is always just a click away, just at the tip of your fingertips. So this means that you can actually fit study into your schedule at your own pace, however it works best for you. And with the use of tech tools, it can actually promote personalized experiences, learning experiences. So if you're familiar with some of the some applications, it actually use the so-called smart algorithms. Pag sinabi nating smart algorithms, it figure out what you're good at and where you might need a bit more help. So then the platform will offer you some resources and activities tailored just for you. Kaya sinasabi na it promotes personalized experiences. And if you are also into watching Netflix, so Netflix actually suggests movies or a series or TV series or TV shows based on your searches kasi it applies the idea of smart algorithm. No? So kung ano yung sinesearch mo, yun yung nire-recommend niya later part or based then dun sa napapanood mo palagi. So the idea of AI there is smart algorithm. And of course, there are also interactive games and applications that adjust the difficulty level based on how you're doing, keeping things challenging, but also being manageable. And of course, tech tools can foster critical thinking and problem solving. A lot of tech tools are great for developing your critical thinking skills. Marami din tech tools that can improve your analytical skills and even your problem solving skills. So if you are able to check MIT Race, no, on the website, you can see there a lot of resources that you can use by using AI on making applications, mobile apps, or even just being aware to how AI can help you in terms of learning new things. So there are also interactive simulations and virtual labs that let you experiment and explore complex concepts in hands-on way. So, for instance, when I was still teaching, I used to introduce Labster to my students. It's actually an interactive platform that offers virtual labs designed to enhance scientific learning. So, ito yung mga simulations or virtual experiments that you can use to improve yung consumption of data and enhancing your scientific learning. So there are some of these are some of the tools that you can use to enhance your learning. So take note that this is not prescriptive, but rather than just recommendations, and see for yourself, know which of these tech tools will best respond to your needs. So first up, we have Khan Academy. And can I ask a thumbs up if you are already using Khan Academy? And so kindly write one in the chat box if you are already using Khan Academy. So what's cool about Khan Academy is that it adapts to how you learn. So if you're struggling with a topic, you can get extra help and practice until you are confident already. And most importantly, Khan Academy it's all for free. So it can offer educational activities and lessons that you can practice like in math or in science and even in humanities. The second tech tool is Duolingo. Now, if you're interested in learning a new language, this app is a game changer. So it uses gamified lessons to teach a wide variety of languages, making learning fun and interactive. For example, I personally use, no, I personally I ginagamit ko, no, yung Duolingo to learn German. And I love how it turns language practice into a game with rewards and levels to keep me motivated. So, may I know? Kindly type 2 in the chat box if you are using Duolingo. The third on the list is Quizlet. No, so this online study tool lets you create and share flashcards, quizzes, and games for different subject areas. So, what's really cool about Quizlet is that you can actually find thousands of pre-made study sets or create your own to help you memorize and learn. So it's a fantastic way to make studying more interactive and less of a chore, no? And if you're already preparing for, especially those who are senior high school students here, if you are already preparing for university entrance exam, Quizlet may be of help in terms of reviewing and relearning new concepts. And of course, we have Minecraft Education. So, Minecraft Education is a friendly version of the popular game Minecraft, which teach you subjects like math, history, and computer science through interactive gameplay. So it's cool because it combines learning with creativity, and you can also build and explore in a virtual world while learning new concepts in a hands-on way. Of course, we also have Google Workspace. No, um, uh, this cloud-based tool includes Google Docs. We have Sheets and Slides and Drive. It's super handy for creating, collaborating, and sharing documents and projects in real time. So I'm not sure if you're using it for your reports or submission of your outputs in your class. It's a perfect way to work on different projects with classmates and even with your teachers. The other one is Microsoft Teams. So some of you mentioned earlier about Microsoft Teams already, which is a fantastic tool. It combines chat, it has video meetings, file storage, and application integration all in one place. So it's perfect for group work and staying connected with your classmates and teachers. So you can collaborate on projects and assignments seamlessly no matter where you are. Next one po is Edmudo. So Edmudo is an educational platform that lets your teachers, create and share assignments, quizzes, and other resources. So it's cool because it makes it easy to stay up to date, with your coursework, with your activities and lessons, and interact with your teachers and classmates. It's like having a digital classroom where everything you need is in one place. And of course, TED-Ed. Now, if you're familiar with TED-Ed, this platform provides animated video lessons on a wide range of topics. So you can explore fascinating subjects and even create customized lessons, using TED content. So it's a great way to learn about new things and deep dive into topics that interest you. And of course, very common, and I personally use as well, Canva, which I think everyone's using Canva these days, and it's really good for so many reasons. No, so this graphic design tool lets you create professional quality presentations, posters, social media graphics, and more. So it's super easy to use, and it also offers tons of templates and design elements so you can make your projects look amazing and professional without needing to be a design expert. And of course, finally, we have Kahoot. No, we have Kahoot. So this game-based learning platform makes studying fun and turning quizzes and surveys into interactive games. So you get real-time feedback, and even compete with classmates in a lively, engaging way. So it's a great tool, for reviewing material and making learning feel like it's just a game. So there. Here are some of the favorite tech tools to make learning more exciting and effective. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Which tool do you find most suitable for your needs? No, so among these 10 tech tools that I just shared, which tool do you find most suitable for your needs? So share your thoughts in the chat box and share how you might use these tools to enhance your learning experience. Okay, from Andrea, it's Google. I think you're referring to Google Workspace. Andrea said Canva, Leica, Google Workplace. How about the others? And so please feel free to share your insights. Which among these tools do you find most suitable for your needs? So share your insight, in the chat box and share how you might use these tools to enhance your learning experience. Okay, so this morning we're going to play or use one of these tech tools that can enhance learning. So let's play Kahoot. So I'm sure many of you have used Kahoot in your classes before. So please, can I ask, can I get a yes if you have already tried using Kahoot in your classes or in your lessons with your teachers? Kindly type yes in the chat box. Again, so I'll be asking some basic questions. So as mentioned earlier, Kahoot can be an interactive way to learn new concepts, or can be just review some concepts. And because I'm a science teacher, we'll be I'll be asking some basic science questions, and let's see how quickly you can respond with your best answer. And again, for those who are not able to join Kahoot, you may write your answer in the Zoom chat box. Okay, so let me just quickly pull up the Kahoot so we can play this morning. Okay. Let's start. Let's start Kahoot. Okay. Escape lang for a while. And so you can hear the sound. Let me just quickly stop share. Share sound so you can hear the background. All right. Okay, so please join our Kahoot by scanning the QR code found on your screen or using the code 963063. Okay, so we'll be needing again your extra device this time. Ayan, so we can see now some participants already in the Kahoot application. Ayan. Please join us. Okay, so we have 10, 14, 15, 16 participants already in the Kahoot classroom. I'm excited for this very simple activity. It's interactive. You can use Kahoot to review lessons because there are also some ready to use templates here. And even if you are, because say for example, if you're a senior high school or even in lower grade levels, you're actually asked by your teacher to report, diba? So nagpapa-report sa teacher, and you can actually use Kahoot to engage with your classmates, to make your activity more engaging. And of course, if it's more engaging, it's more lively, you will get more points for doing that. And there's, of course, more effective yung learning because everyone's enjoying. So let's just give more, say 30 seconds for other participants to join our Kahoot class. Again, because I am a science teacher, I'll be asking some basic science questions, only 5 of those. And let's see how quickly you can respond to the questions I'm going to raise in a bit. Okay, so we have 63 in the room. So let's start in 5, 4, 3, okay, 265 participants, 1, go. What is the chemical symbol for water? You have 10 seconds to answer this question. And time is up. Okay, so, all right, so only 5 got the correct answer. Let's see who got the correct answer. Okay, so Teach John. Sana naman hindi teacher si John, no? Followed by Paul, MSK, I don't know, A, and Ira. Okay, let's proceed. This is the first question. Okay, no worries. Pwede pang humabol sa next question. Okay, let's proceed to the next one. Which planet is known as the red planet? Key in your answer. Last 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, end. Okay, so the correct answer is Mars. All right, so 24 out of the 65 students got the correct answer. Let's move on to the next question. But before that, let's see who topped the second round. It's still Teach John, followed by Paul, MSK, and Ira, and new student in the scoreboard, it's Ashley. Next. What gas do plants absorb from the atmosphere during photosynthesis? Key in your answer. Last 5 seconds. Paunahan. And 1. Time is up. Of course, it's carbon dioxide. Very good. Dumadami yung nakakakuha ng tamang sagot. Congratulations. Tingnan natin who topped the third question. Okay, this time, nauuna sa scoreboard si Paul. Okay, congratulations. Next question. What type of rock is formed from cooled and solidified magma? Key in your answer now. Last 5 seconds. Perfect. Okay, the correct answer is igneous rock. No, only 15 got the correct answer. And let's see who topped that question. Okay, so it's Paul leading the Kahoot game this time. Next, final question. Which organ in the human body is primarily responsible for pumping blood? 10 seconds to answer. Key in your answer now in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time is up. Very good. Ayan, so 59 out of the 70 plus students got the correct answer. Of course, it's the heart. Ayan, congratulations. Ang winner natin ay on the third place, we have Amaski. Second place, Teach John. And the winner for this game is Paul. Ayan. So Paul, can you quickly give your complete name so we can reach you? Sino kaya si Paul? Can you type your complete name sa chat box so we'll know sino yung nanalo sa ating Kahoot game this morning. So please key in the chat box, write your complete name so we can reach out to you. Kasi baka naman, diba, may pa-premyo para sa winner natin this morning. All right, so let me just go back to my slide presentation. Okay, very, very quickly, let me pull up my slide again so we can go back to our discussion on some of the tech tools that are very important and will be very useful in terms of enhancing and staying organized. Sorry, there. Okay, now, aside from tech tools as used to, enhance your learning, it can also be used to stay organized, increase productivity. So I also want to introduce you to some fantastic tech tools that can help you stay organized and make your life a lot easier. So whether you're juggling schoolwork or extracurricular activities or personal projects, these tools are here to boost your productivity and keep everything in order. So let's dive in. First up on the list is Google Keep. So this is a note-taking app where you can quickly jot down ideas, create lists, and even set reminders. So what makes Google cool is that it's simple interface that lets you organize notes with colors and labels, making it easy to find exactly what you need later. So you can even use voice notes and capture images using the Google Keep. Next on the list is we have Microsoft To Do. So this task management app helps you create an organized to-do list, set deadlines, and even track your progress on tasks. So it's great actually for keeping up with your homeworks and even other activities if you have other activities in school or even outside school. So the simple interface lets you organize tasks by subject or by project, and it integrates with Microsoft 365, which is super handy if your school uses these tools. So it also has the ability to remind you with some of the deadlines and due dates that help you keep on track. So kaya magandang gamitin ang Microsoft To Do app, or application. The third on the list is Microsoft Lens, which is a fantastic tool that turns your smartphone into a scanner. So you can capture images of notes, documents, and even whiteboards and convert them into a digital file like PDF or Word document. So it's especially useful for digitizing class notes, or handouts. So, halimbawa, if your teacher is providing some, handouts and some notes, or even taking photos, what's written on the blackboard. So this app enhances photo quality in poor lighting and makes easy to share scan files with your classmates or group mates. But just be aware that good lighting is essential for the best results when you use Microsoft Lens. And of course, and managing files can be tricky without cloud storage. So you need to have access to cloud so you'll be able to really manage your files in order. And of course, I think some of you here, especially senior high school students, are already using Dropbox, which is a popular cloud storage service that lets you save and share files online. So you can access your documents, you can access your photos, and even your videos from any device using Dropbox. So I personally use this in some of my classes in UP, so that our group can actually easy access the resources being shared by our group. So it's a great application or tool for backing up some important school projects, or if you want to save your memory or storage in your phone, you can upload it in your Dropbox. It's totally safe for you to use. And of course, we have Google Drive, which is another cloud storage option that integrates seamlessly with Google Suite or tools like Docs, Sheets, and Slides. So it's perfect for storing, it's perfect for sharing, and collaborating on documents and presentations. So, of course, I'm using this because I have limited space in my phone. So I make sure that whenever there are photos taken, it's uploaded in the Google Drive, so I will be able to save more space in my phone. Now, medyo ano lang, ang limitation lang sa Google Drive is that it requires a stable internet connection for best experience, and you can actually get messy with a lot of files if it's not properly organized. And of course, we have browser bookmark. So I'm actually using browser bookmark. Ito yung nakikita dun sa top of the browser, which lets you save links to your favorite websites or important resources for easy access later. So when I see, say for example, may nakita akong magandang article that I need to read and that I really like reading, so I save it I save it in the browser bookmark, and so I can quickly return to that article or to even some study resources or even favorite sites, and can be organized as well with folders and labels. So the next one is Microsoft OneNote. So Microsoft OneNote is a digital notebook that helps you organize notes, images, and files in a structured format. So it's actually fantastic for keeping on track with different subjects or projects, supporting drawing and handwriting for creative projects as well. And of course, ito kailangan natin to, no? Yung Google Calendar. So this is a personal favorite because it helps me manage my time by organizing appointments, classes, and activities in one place. Because of course, I'm working at the same time. I'm a student in UP, so I really use Google Calendar to keep me updated and to keep on track with a lot of assignments and a lot of tasks that I need to do. So this helped me to stay on top of my deadlines, but it might be too detailed. No, yun lang yung cons ng Google Calendar. It might be too detailed for those who prefer simpler planning and requires consistent use to be effective, of course. And of course, we have FOMO Focus. So we have FOMO Focus, which is a productivity tool. So based on the Pomodoro technique. So sino dito, no, in the Zoom room now, who are using the Pomodoro technique? No, sino dito po yung gumagamit ng ang tawag dito Pomodoro technique? So this method actually, yung Pomodoro technique sinasabing class, no, or Gen Z students, this method breaks work into focus intervals, usually 25 minutes and then followed by a 5-minute break. So para magkaroon tayo ng focus, we can actually make use of the Pomodoro technique. So, for example, you are writing an assignment, you're doing an assignment or writing an article. So you can set your alarm. If you don't have access to FOMO focus, you can simply just set your alarm for 25 minutes. So the entire 25 minutes, you use that entire period to focus on the task that you need to finish. But after 25 minutes, you need to set 5 or 10 minute break before you go back to your activity. So that's how you maintain focus on finishing a task. So that's what we call as the Pomodoro technique. So some also use 40 minutes instead of 25 minutes. Some use 30 minutes with 10-minute break. So depende yon, no? So FOMO Focus, if you access that, it's totally for free. It can help you manage time and stay focused. So FOMO Focus actually encourages productivity, study sessions, and helps prevent burnout by promoting regular breaks. So kailangan nagbe-break din. Hindi pwedeng hindi kayo nakatayo, hindi kayo nakapag-stretch out after a series of completing your task. No? So there. No, so I'm interested now. I'm interested to know which of these fantastic tools to help you stay organized and boost your productivity is more ang tawag dito, suitable to your needs. No, I agree to teacher Paul that Pomodoro pwedeng gamitin mag-review sa exam. That's very true. So by using Pomodoro technique, you can stay focused. You can ang tawag dito, stay on track, no, yung focus mo on absorbing the concept you're trying to learn and trying to review. It's more effective if there are also breaks in between, no, in between 25 minutes or 30 minutes. Okay, so please key in the chat box which among these productivity tools that you find useful or suitable for your needs. And so key in the chat box po, tayong mahiya, no? From Leica, Notes, and Drive, and it's very helpful tech tools. So this time, we're diving into some fantastic, as we move on to the next one, because I think it's already 12 noon in your time. So I think I'm only given until 12:15. So let's wrap up a bit with our discussion in the last set of tech tools that can help you take care of your well-being. So very important, especially if you're doing online classes or virtual classes. Very important that you still take care of yourself. You take care of your well-being, so you are still you're more effective if you have the right mindset for the activity that you want to accomplish. So whether you're looking to track your mood, to practice mindfulness, or get professional help, or find community support, let's talk about some specific apps that you might be useful. So of course we have MoodFit. So MoodFit, actually, it can track your mood and provide tools to manage stress, to manage your anxiety, and for some, manage depression. It includes exercises, tips, and resources for mental well-being. The next one is Calm. So Calm is an app that is used for mindfulness activities and even for meditation. So it helps to reduce your stress from a very difficult exam. It also improves your sleep, with guided meditations and sleep stories with calming music. So if you're preparing for a big day and you want to have a really good sleep, you may use Calm as a tool. So this is also my personal favorite because it somehow reduces my stress after a very long week. The next one is Headspace and Talkspace. So both of these connects with some. It's the same meditation and mindfulness app that teach you with with guided sessions, and of course, for Talkspace, it connects you with a licensed therapist for messaging, video calls. So if you need someone to talk to, you can use Talkspace as a tool, to help, to ask help, for a counseling or therapy. We also have Mood Path. No, so Mood Path is a tracking app that helps you assess your mood over time, and even your emotional well-being with exercises and educational content. We also have Mindshift, which is a cognitive behavioral therapy or CBT, designed to help you manage your anxiety by changing the way you think about different challenges. So, say for example, the app will help you redirect your focus. So, say for example, you're having a difficult time, so it somehow help you in managing that difficulty and see the difficulty as an opportunity, as an opportunity instead. So these are some of the tools that can help you boost your mental well-being. So I'm interested to know which of these tools is more or most suitable for your needs. So please key in the chat box alin dito yung mas sa tingin nyo magagamit nyo, helpful, and um, suitable po dun sa needs niyo in terms of, having a healthy mind and of course mental well-being. So please key in the chat box yung sa tingin nyo pwede nyong maggamit. Okay. Now, um, in terms of balancing screen time with educational value, I've just shared a list of tech tools that can enhance your learning. So it can boost your productivity and even support your mental well-being. However, with so many options, it can feel overwhelming. No, that's why I highly recommend a balancing screen time with educational value. So it's very, very important, students, to ensure that technology enhances your learning experience rather than hinders it. No, so here are some effective strategies to help you achieve this balance. No, the balance of screen time with educational value. First, set clear limits. So establish daily screen time limits for non-educational activities. So if you set these boundaries, you can ensure that you can allocate more time to educational content and reduce excessive exposure to entertainment. Next, choose high quality content. So only use those tools or apps that offer strong educational value. Yung may tulong sa inyo. It's more interactive, and most importantly, it's age appropriate and it aligns with your learning goals. The third one is combine learning with physical activity. So make sure that you are not just using applications that purely focusing on screen time, but also apps that allow you to do physical activities as well, or outdoor exploration. It can make learning more dynamic and fun and engaging. And practice active participation. So when we say encouraging or practicing active participation, it means that you are not just passive consumers of information, but you are also taking action on the information that you learn. And of course, balancing digital with offline learning. So complement screen time or screen-based learning with offline activities such as reading books, doing hands-on projects, or engaging in a creative play. So hindi lang na puro gadgets or device, but also looking at other sources of information. Use screens as tools, not crutches. When we say not crutches, use these tech tools to supplement your learning rather than just the primary method. There are other ways to learn, not just simply using these tools. Okay, and of course, you try to monitor and reflect, no, which among the tools that you put in your mobile phone that are more useful to you. Very important, yan. And very, very quickly before we proceed to the Q&A, because I know it's already lunchtime. It's already 12:13 in your time right now. So for those who are still here, let me just quickly share some safety first precautionary measures in terms of navigating the digital world securely. So first, use strong, unique passwords para iwas hack. Enable two-factor authentication or 2FA. It means that when you log in, it will send an OTP to your mobile number para to ensure that if someone will access your account, you know that someone's accessing your account. The third one is be cautious with personal information. So, of course, whenever we use Facebook or Instagram or Snapchat or TikTok, please be careful in terms of sharing your personal information. And most importantly, do not give your full name or in any tools that you will save in your mobile phones. And stay informed about phishing scams. So, pag sinabi nating phishing, it actually attempts to trick you into revealing your personal information by pretending to be a legitimate organization. Someone, say for example, someone will call you that is from the bank, kailangan yung account na yon. So be careful and be cautious of those unsolicited calls, messages, or emails, especially if they ask for your sensitive information or to prompt a certain link that you need to click. Again, careful tayo dyan. And of course, keep software and devices updated para you get to renew some of the safety features of the tools that you are using, and be mindful of your digital footprints. I know there's expression of ideas. You have all the rights to express yourself, but it's not absolute, meaning there's still limitations in terms of the information you post or the expression that you want to share online. Let's be mindful, no, with your digital footprints. And finally, educate yourself, no, and stay educated, stay informed about digital security. Best practices and emerging threats, of course, are just there in the corner, around the corner. So it's also important that you are not just learning and keeping yourself educated, but also you share knowledge with friends and family to help them stay safe online as well. So awareness and education are very, very important. No, and these are key to maintaining a secure digital environment for everyone. And so I wanted to I'm not sure if we still have the time though, but if we can, for those who want to participate in this one, so you can just simply submit your output later. So anyway, it's just through the Google Drive. So if you want to participate in this activity, choose a tech tool, pick any tech tool you've learned about this morning, and create your material. So it's either a video or an infographic. So you can make a 20-second video explaining the safety use of tech tools, or infographic, meaning you are going to design a one-page infographic about the safety use of tech tools. So for me to know who has submitted that output, you may add your name, include your name in the material, and submit or upload your work using the provided QR code. So if you want to participate in the activity, I'm going to select 3 winners who will submit their output in this activity. So just give me the details so I can send the prize. No? So again, the first 3 submissions in this activity will receive a prize. So again, you may send a video or you may upload an infographic using Canva or any of the tools that I shared earlier, or it can be a video using Snapchat, using TikTok about safety use of tech tools. So this is one way to keep yourself informed, and most importantly, this is one way to keep others informed about the proper use of tech tools online and offline. And again, you may do this activity, you may or you may not do this activity, but for those who will be submitting, I will be selecting 3 winners and they will receive a prize for doing this activity. So simply scan the QR code so you will be able to see the link to the Google Drive where you are going to upload your work. You can also take a snapshot of this activity so later we'll know how to check, no? So and see who among you here are able to submit this activity. So there. Just some concluding statements. Again, those tools are just recommendations and it can be overwhelming sometimes, but it's really up to you as to how and which of these tools are suitable to your needs. And most importantly, that will make more learning for you more engaging and more effective, and how to be more productive. So there are a wide array of options. There are a lot of options that you can choose from, but it's really about choosing what's best for your need, which is more suitable for your needs. So feel free to just choose any of those. And you can also share with us alin yung mga tools na ginagamit nyo din that I was not able to mention, but for you it's effective, that you want to also other Gen Zs to use, and they themselves can also experience it and improve their learning as well. So I'm happy that there's one teacher joining this session, so that our teacher, the teacher Paul, can also share some of these tools with his students, so they as well can improve their learning experiences, increase their productivity, and most importantly, having to have a healthy mindset and learning and dealing life on a daily basis. So if you have, I think I need to end this time so we can entertain questions. If you have questions, feel free to ask using the chat box so we can respond accordingly. Miss Julian, turning over to you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Sir Melvin, for that very engaging and very fruitful session that you had for our grade 7 to senior high students. All right, so as Mr. Melvin said, please park your questions in the Q&A box or in the chat box so that we can run through them, and Sir Melvin can assist us in answering your questions.
And so I think there's one question from Lee Antoinette. What output do we need to send po? So if you want to join this activity, um, it's actually found on your screen right now. So if you want to make a video or an infographic using Canva, a video using TikTok or Snapchat for Instagram Reels, on the proper use and safety use of tech tools online or offline, you can do that and upload your output on the in the Google Drive that I sent. I think pinadala din ni Miss Marian yung link
Yes.
in the chat box. You can also simply scan the QR code found on your screen para mas ang tawag dito, para mas marami yung matuto, maka-learn from this session, and you will also be able to share with others the safety use of tech tools. So whether it's a video or an infographic, and I will be selecting, because you will be indicating your name in the material, I'll be able to reach out to you and probably share and baka ikaw yung next winner ng ating activity. So I'll keep on just refreshing the Google Drive if there are already entries from you guys. Thank
Right.
you.
Until what time po ba sila pwede mag-submit if it's
They
okay to
can,
ask?
well, the activity is just 4 or 5 minutes for the session, but you can
Okay.
send within the day. Yeah. So I'll give you
Okay, so
until 5 p.m. And so you
all
have
right.
more time. So you have
All
more time to submit your output.
Okay. So Sir Melvin is feeling very generous to our students this morning. Thank you very much for the time, sir. Thank you very much for coming up with this activity. We are very glad that the students are taking part in their session for this session. Okay, sir, we have here one question from an anonymous attendee. What are your advice for those students that are depending on EdTech tools, especially ChatGPT or Google Gemini, that will enhance their critical thinking and skills?
All right, that's a very good question. Especially that a lot of students now are using ChatGPT, and not only ChatGPT but also other AI tools. And say for example in answering questions, but contrary to some of the ideas na parang ChatGPT will make you dumb, no, because it provides you a lot of information already. It can actually still enhance your critical thinking and even the way you think, no, because AI or ChatGPT, for example, will not work without the right prompts. Yung prompt is the question you key in, diba? So the prompt is the task that you want ChatGPT to do for you. So by doing the right kind of question, by writing the right kind of question, asking the right of question to ChatGPT will require a lot of critical thinking, creativity. So you need to be very creative in making the prompt so ChatGPT will be able to give you the correct and right answer that you want to have, that you want to get. So um, I think that my point here is that by writing the right kind of prompts, asking the right of questions, there's a lot of critical thinking development there. So if you want ChatGPT and other AI tools that will help you in your school projects or even in your assignments or even in some articles that you need to write, ask the right kind of question. But you can only do that if you think critically, if you think creatively, and if you ask the right question. So ang ChatGPT will just give you answer and it will not work on its own. It will require a creative mind, a critical thinker para tamang-tama yung prompt na nakukuha niya. And pag tama yung prompt na nakuha ni ChatGPT, it will give you the best response or the best answer. So I think that's my point on that question, Miss Julian.
Right. So that's very enlightening on that very wonderful topic, so especially for our students right now. So I am seeing that they are very engaged into your session. Okay, Sir Melvin. We also have here another one. Is tech tool more helpful than others? Can you elaborate more on that question, Miss or Mr. Anonymous attendee?
Sorry, the question is, oh, I'm not sure if I have access though, Miss Julian, to the question. Let me
I
just,
In the Q&A tab, sir. But let me read it for you. Is tech tool more helpful than others? I'm asking the anonymous attendee to elaborate more the question
yeah.
so that
Mhm.
yes. But
I,
while
I
we
think
are waiting, yes, sir.
Yeah, I think sorry to cut you, Miss Julian. I
Mm,
think I'm getting the question.
mm,
This tech tool is more helpful than others. I think the idea here is one tech tool better than the other tech
mm,
tool. I think I can't say yes to that question because you know how tech tools can actually help you, say for example, enhancing your learning or increasing your productivity. That totally depends on how um tailored fit, no? Kung ano yung how suitable that tech tool to your needs. So it totally depends on the consumer. So if I am the one using the tech tool and for me it's not responding to my needs, then it's not best for me. So I have to look for other tools that's more useful, easy to use. Depende yun eh. Kasi if you're using a certain tech tool for creativity and entertainment, there are a lot of tech tools that you can use, but it's really about knowing the right kind of tool that will make your life easier and more productive, and you can make use of the tech tool without consuming so much of your time, not consuming so much of your energy. So I think that's my idea sa question.
all right. Thank you, sir, for that for that answer. I think I hope that anonymous attendee got the answer that he or she is asking for. But if you'd like to elaborate more, feel free to join in again in the Q&A portion. Okay, so since I am not seeing any more of the questions, if you can allow me to proceed to our next part of the session, please type number one in the chat box. Alright. Thank you, Sir Melvin. Maraming salamat po sa inyong oras at sa inyong preparation sa ating activities or topic for this morning. Kahit ako po mismo ay na-enlighten po sa ilang tech tools na mayroon po tayo. Especially since we are from C&E Adaptive Learning Solutions, we are very lucky to share with the students here that we also have current digital solution that our students can learn from, or that our students can run through, that I will introduce to them in a little while. Okay, so we are
Thank you.
proceeding next here. Yes, sir. Maraming salamat po ulit, sir. We are proceeding here now to our session form, the attendance form and feedback evaluation form. is showing here a QR code for you to scan, or it will be shown in the chat box by our colleague. This form will proceed us or will provide us insight on how we can improve our future events and activities with you. This will also serve as your attendance for this session. Please make time in answering the form, guys, or students, because this will serve as your attendance, and that will be our basis in preparing the e-certificate. The link in the form is also available inside the chat box. We will give you 5 minutes to accomplish the form. Once you're done, please type number 2 or type done in the chat box. Okay, so I will have a separate timer here for 5 minutes, but while we are doing the countdown, please allow me to share with you our closing remarks for this session. Okay, so I will give you about 10 seconds to scan the QR code or go to the link provided to you so that you can be redirected to the session form. Okay, so as I start my separate timer here for 5 minutes, in the meantime, I will show to you what's next. We've reached this point. What's next? What lies ahead for your school, institution, or classroom activities? Undoubtedly, there are many new things to explore, fresh insights to gain, and new information to incorporate. Given the dynamic nature of our world and the changes happening around us, adaptation is key to staying ahead and being prepared. From C&E Adaptive Learning Solutions, we hope that we have provided you and Sir Melvin have provided you a piece to the key to future-proofing your learning success. Thank you very much, students, for joining our session. And this is a glimpse on the e-certificate that you will be receiving once we process them into within 10 working days. Please provide also your active email address. Okay, so this is what I'm talking about a while ago. We extend our gratitude to all of the students that we had for this morning. We hope you've gained valuable insights from today's session. Stay tuned for more similar events and activities from C&E Adaptive Learning Solutions or SEALS. Visit the SEALS Partners Journey portal at www.sealspartners.com to view the other digital solutions that we have from C&E Adaptive Learning Solutions. But also, um, please feel free to explore the other tools that Sir Melvin has shared with you in his session. Also, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel that is at seals_PMCS so that you will view exclusively the access to our recording session. Okay, so I am seeing here that I still have 3 minutes on the clock. I hope that many of you are done in answering the feedback and evaluation form. Okay, so I think I'm seeing only one, or please do make time in answering in the chat box that you are done. Please type number 2 once the students are done in answering the form. Okay. So thank you very much, students. I hope that you keep safe the link to our evaluation form or keep safe the QR code. And also, please feel free to reach out to us if ever that you have any more concerns or inquiries that we will assist you on. It has been a pleasure to be your facilitator this morning. Once again, this is May Julian Tiamzon from C&E Adaptive Learning Solutions. You may leave the Zoom room and we hope that you enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you, Sir Melvin. Thank you, students. Maraming salamat po. All right. So at this point, I think we are ready to have a lunch break. My time right now is 12:33 p.m. Our next session for the senior high to college students will be at 1:30 p.m. Please join in to our Zoom meeting as early as 1:15 p.m. Thank you very much, students. Have a nice day. Bye-bye po.